Today's video is Chapter 5, Lesson 3B. We're going to talk about relations and functions. I've got mappings, and some of these are going to be functions and some will not. My first example, think of it as a Coke machine. If I push button 1 and I get a Coke, I push button 2 and I get a Dr. Pepper, I push button 3 and I get a Sprite, this is a function. Everything is working correctly. Let's say I have this Coke machine though, and sometimes I push button 1 and I get a Coke, but sometimes button 1 malfunctions and gives me a Sprite. Button 2 always gives me a Dr. Pepper, and button 3 always gives me a Sprite. Because this button sometimes gives me a Coke and sometimes gives me a Sprite, this is not a function. All right, let's look at this example. Button 1 gives me a Coke. Button 2 gives me a Sprite. Button 3, they know that Sprite's really popular, so button 3 also gives me a Sprite. Because every number in here only has one arrow, this is still a function. Let's go back to the second one. This button had 2 options. That's what makes it not a function. This is fine. Sprite can have 2 buttons because maybe Sprite's very popular and it's okay that, but as long as 2 always gives me Sprite and as long as 3 always gives me Sprite. In math, you'll have an equation like y equals 2x. So when x is 1, y is going to be 2. If x were for 5, then y would be 2 times 5. If x were 8, y would be 2 times 8. 1 gives us an answer of 2. 5 gives us an answer of 10, and 8 gives us an answer of 16. It's a function. You've seen y equals 2x plus 4 before. That's an equation. It's also known as a relation, and so it would be written like this. But a function, they take out the y and they replace it with the letter f. They put parentheses, and whatever variable is here, that variable matches. This is a for sure function. This one, we're not sure if it's a function or not. It could be, probably is, but we would have to do some checking to make sure it's a function. If they replace it with this, it's guaranteed. It's a function. You don't have to question it. You might have directions that say find, and then they'll put the letter F with parentheses and a number. It could be positive or negative. So how do you read this? F of x is equal to 2x plus 4. Find f of negative 6. It just means sub out, take a negative 6 and sub it in for x. So f of negative 6 is equal to 2 times negative 6 plus 4, which is equal to negative 12, plus 4, which is equal to negative 8. So f of negative 6 is equal to negative 8. Here's your first question of the video. Find f of 2 if f of x is equal to 7x minus 4. Did you get an answer of 10? F of 2 is equal to 10. You're going to have homework questions that look like this. They say f of x is equal to something, in this case x minus 8, and then you're going to have a lot of directions. Choose 4 values for x, make a table, state the domain and range. So let's go at it. We're going to make our table. We have an x column, we have an x minus 8 column, and we have an f of x column, which is the same as y, just means y. They want us to pick any 4 numbers for x that you want. Makes no difference. Let's pick 0, 3, negative 2, and 5. In the middle, I'm going to show the work, 0 minus 8, 3 minus 8, negative 2 minus 8, 5 minus 8. In my f of x column, I'm going to write the answers. 0 minus 8 is negative 8. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. Negative 2 minus 8 is negative 10. 5 minus 8 is negative 3. We chose 4 values. We made a table. The last set of directions say state the domain and range. So I'm going to write domain equals bracket. Remember that domain is fancy for x, range is fancy for y, and today that's fancy for f of x. So my domain are the numbers that I picked, but I forgot, I'm supposed to put them in order, least to greatest. So negative 2, 0, 3, and 5. And then my range answers. I use brackets. Remember that you can use the straight brackets. You don't have to use the curly Q brackets. And my answers least to greatest are negative 10, negative 8, negative 5, negative 3. I've done every set of direction. I picked 4 X's, any 4 I wanted. I made a table. Here's my table. I had to fill in the second and third columns, state the domain and range. All right, your next question is to tell me the range. So here was my function. I picked 4 X's. I did the work. I found 4 answers. And now I would like to know what is my range for this question. The answer you should have typed in should have brackets on the beginning and ends, and it's the numbers in this column, 4, 5, 6, and 7, separated by commas. Thanks for watching.